Is the assembly of all the heads of police investigation units at the Nigeria Police Resource Center, Abuja. The workshop aimed to enhance professionalism and standardization of criminal investigations and refine the investigative practice of every investigative detective in the Nigeria Police Force, ensuring thorough and unbiased procedures and the commitment to safeguarding the foundations of justice. The Inspector General of Police at the workshop announced the commencement of mandatory specialized detective training and establishment of new detective colleges across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country for all officers deployed to CID or other investigation units to ensure they are well equipped to handle complex criminal cases.
Criminal investigations require specialized skills that go beyond routine policing. Officers deployed to the CID and other investigation units must undergo comprehensive training programs to ensure that they are well equipped to handle complex criminal cases. It is now mandatory for all officers to complete the specialized professional training program at recognized institutions such as the Police Detective College, Enugu, or other designated detective colleges in Nigeria. For senior officers, the revised advanced detective course at the Police Staff College Jos is compulsory. This training will cover advanced investigative techniques, forensics, legal frameworks, and the ethical obligations of detectives. A new unit will be established at the force headquarters tasked with overseeing the implementation of these reforms. This department will develop the modalities for mobilization, demobilization, and the continuous professional development of detectives, ensuring full compliance with the Police Act 2020 as amended. The department will serve as the central authority for all detective training units, detective training programs, deployment strategies, and policy enforcement, guaranteeing that the highest standards of professionalism are maintained across all investigative units. Officers in the intelligence department will also be required to undergo specialized training. Those deployed to intelligence roles must complete the basic intelligence training program at the intelligence school in Shale, Kwara State. Like their counterparts in the CID, their development will be governed by a structured system of mobilization and demobilization, ensuring that only well-trained personnel occupy sensitive intelligence roles.
He said these colleges will serve as the centers of excellence, providing robust training programs not only for police officers but also for private detectives.
In recognition of the growing need for specialized training, the force will propose the establishment of new detective colleges across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. These colleges will serve as centers of excellence, providing robust training programs not only for police officers but also for private detectives. The expansion of detective training facilities will increase access to high quality education in criminal investigation.
Speaking on child justice system, which is part of the law that provides how children in conflict with the law may be treated on the legal system, the guest lecturer, a professor of law from the University of Lagos, said it is not exactly true that a child may not be brought to court in Nigeria.
A couple of days ago, we had in one of the courts here in the FCT some offenders charged before the court. Some looked like minors, obviously looked like minors. Some they just have passed off for being minors. So that first of all raised the antenna. The second thing that raised the antenna was the circumstances, the health and the physical circumstances of those offenders in court.
She noted that it is not
The
exactly
fact that
correct that a child who has committed an
a
offense
couple
may
of
not be
them
brought
collapsed
before
in
the
court.
court.
It is not exactly correct that a child who has committed an offense may not be brought before the court. The law allows the child to be brought to court. What the law says is that in every jurisdiction, there should be a special court. There should be a special court. The name that the law gives to it is the family court. I may not have loved, I may not have, I do not, I would have wished that that was not the name, because it gives that impression that it is only matters relating to the family, matters relating to adoption, guardianship, divorce, and all of the guardianship custody. But no, the law expects that that court should take care of the treatment of offenders. The law elaborates the whole procedure in the same way as the Administration of Criminal Justice Act elaborates the procedure for the treatment of an offender under the criminal justice system. The law elaborates the procedure. It affirms the rights of children. So it is not exactly true that a child may not be brought to court in Nigeria. There was clearly a mistake facilitated by some jurisdictional issues. It would be nice for us to go back, the legislature to go back and look at the laws pertaining to terrorism and look at the exclusive jurisdiction that has been given to the Federal High Court, because the Child Rights Act, which is the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, states very clearly that it is a court created under that act. That is the only court that can try children. It has what we call a supersession clause. It supersedes every other, and it even anticipates laws that will be passed subsequent to its own passage. So we need to reconcile that to make sure that we don't leave room whatsoever. Of course, there are elaborate provisions about where a child who is to be remanded can be remanded, but are the structures in place, So essentially, I think that what is a beneficial fallout of the incident that has happened is we now need to take the child justice system very seriously and make sure that we have the structures in place. It's 20 years since that act was passed. And it is pretty unfortunate that some of the structures that is expected to be in place under the system that it creates are not there.
Spy TV News reports that the workshop and the conference, which was attended by all heads of police investigating and intelligence units across the country, is a platform to unite the Nigeria Police Force efforts to uphold and enhance the integrity of the criminal justice system. The Nigeria Police Force is committed towards refining investigative practices and adhering to high standards of child protection and continuous training, resulting into stronger, more competent police force that will lead to the realization of a just and secure society. Olaemi Eson, for Spy TV.